Welcome to the night where we light up the spark. We're trading crypto, finance, you'll be mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beaches top shark. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no lark. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dark, shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode.
Good evening, and welcome to Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts Sunday through Thursday, 10 or 11 p.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Piper Academy Network. I am Lunar Beaches Crypto. Thank you for joining tonight's stream. It'll be a good one. It'll be a fun one. It'll be an excellent one. It'll be the best one. Probably not, but we try to do our best around here. But we're going to be going over some Bitcoin dominance, altcoins, sentiment. Things are looking a little juicy. Juicy. I know there's a lot of people out there that think it's the end of the world, but I'm here to tell you, it's not. It's not the end of the world. As a matter of fact, I think what we have been saying for quite some time is probably about to happen. It's not exactly how I pictured we would get here, but something happened yesterday, and then more today, that's got me feeling really good. Can anybody guess what it is? I've only been saying it for a few weeks now. Anyone? Going once? Going twice? I know there's a delay, so I'm trying to give you guys a chance, okay? Go Tigers, go. No one yet. Still waiting. I need at least one reply. Just give me one guess. Give me one guess. Which one is it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Something price related? Well, yes. OnlyFans? No. I gotta go over the OnlyFans thing. Speaking of that, let's just go ahead and go over that. So I got the whole idea. I was watching this video, right, on X. I'm not really sure what it was. Probably somebody fighting or something. But someone said OnlyFans or OnlyFans, but they said it like this, OnlyFans. So the subtitles, OnlyFans. OnlyFans. So the subtitles corrected it to only fin, no S at the end, but that got me thinking. My profile picture, Lunar Beaches Crypto, is literally a shark, and it's got a fin. What else has fins? Whales. What? If the retail can be a shark, retail can be a whale too, but God, I need a haircut so bad. I got my dad hair. Looks like dad hair. Goes perfect with the dad bod. I was thinking fins. Only fins. Oh my god, it's perfect. So created a meme. Actually, I haven't created a meme yet. I mean, it is a meme in and of itself. But all right, let's bring up the chat. All right, because I got a shout out, RMT Retro Mic Tech. Thank you for your $6.90 super chat. Hashtag OnlyFinFund. Appreciate you, Retro Mike. You are amazing. Couldn't even make it $7. We're memeing. All right, guys. How you all doing? Alexander G in the house. What's going on? Good evening. Thank you for wishing me a good show. Good stream. Wix, why fine. 89, 2-dub in the house. Woohoo! I'm still awake for this. What? Yeah, what are you doing awake? But thank you for being here. You and Mr. Wick 589. This song reminds me of Russell Brand for some reason. This song reminds me of Russell Brand for some reason. Now that I know how Wick talks, that makes perfect sense. How was work, buddy? Work? Are you talking to me or were you talking to Alexander G? Work was fine. Work was fine. Juicy Bitcoin. Juicy. Melissa One Love in the chat. Good evening. How you doing? Retro Mike Tech. Again, RM Tizzle. All set. What's going on? How you doing? Jeanette in the house. How you doing? All set. XY 589. Alrighty. There we go. And all set and Mike, y'all came in at the same time. Y'all been hanging out, huh? Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. What are we doing, Bitcoin? We're at prices we haven't seen since November. Can you believe it, guys? Actually, we can believe it here on the Crypto Nightcap. Speaking of which, did the Crypto Nightcap, is it over? Like, I know I'm part of the team, but like nobody talks around here. Fun fact, Mrs. Wick owns the trademark to RM Tizzle, and anyone else that uses it is subject to litigation. RM Tizzle. Sniff and smell it in the air and wave it around like you just don't care. Let's go to the charts. Alt season. Wick knows. Wick's been paying attention. All right, guys. This is what I've been talking about. Y'all know it. You've seen. Why is my preview going? I thought I paused you, so I stop it. Don't have that running in the background. All right. So, first off, on Monday night, we talked about this symmetrical triangle. We talked about the breakdown of the symmetrical triangle. We talked about how we take the bottom and we take where the top is. Why is this longer? I haven't touched this chart. And you take that right there. If you're going to play a symmetrical triangle, remember symmetrical triangles only play out about 50% of the time. But you can add confluence to that and increase your probabilities. Take it to where price breaks down from, and look at that. I mean, you essentially nail that trade, right? If you take it from where price broke down. First, nope. So we went past the apex, and we went down to the magical golden pocket. Off of this low to this high, we pulled this on Monday. Said I'll be watching that golden pocket. That's where we got down to. So the question is, can we reverse and head back to the upside? Next question that I asked earlier. What have I been talking about for weeks, for a couple of weeks now, few weeks now, that I said would actually make me more bullish? I said I'd be more bullish if we went ahead and took out these lows before we sent higher. Why? Why, David? Why, LBC? Well, because we need to come down into some demand so that we can push higher. Simple as that. Simple as. Simple as. That's what we need. Thank you for throwing up the Discord invitation. Alexandra G. Do appreciate you and all the work that you do for the Piper Academy and everyone else, because you're like the mod of everybody in crypto YouTube land. Seems like, anyway. Most of us. Fill them gaps, boy. What's going on? Oh, man, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. All right, so what was I saying? Okay. I really did forget. Where were we? So yeah, we want to come down to snatch up some liquidity so that we can head to the upside. Now, there's some things going on right now that makes me think that we could be seeing that potential move to the upside. And don't forget, guys, it is that move to the upside, in my opinion, will be the final move of this cycle. I see altcoins popping off during this time period. Part of that is because we're starting to see a breakdown here on our Bitcoin dominance. And then what else do we have here? USDT dominance broke out. Now, we have Bitcoin dominance down with our USDT dominance pushing to the upside. Our altcoins, however, as Bitcoin has pushed lower, our altcoins have stayed at the lows. They held the lows. The altcoin market as a whole has held their lows. Now, we still do have equal lows here on Ethereum. So that is something that I am watching out for. But, however, doesn't have to get taken out now. It can get taken out later, which would be pretty brutal. Equal highs up here look spicy. They look ready. They look ready for the taking. They look ready for the taking. Yeah. I do think so. Yeah. Well, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Well, would you just look at that? Welcome to the madhouse. What are you guys going on about? Daniel, what's going on, Daniel? R.S. Miller's in the house. Okay, now I got sound. What is the like button? Something that everyone here should press. Push the like button, close out of the chat, hit that like, open the chat back up, and continue hanging out with your friends in the chat. So we take out the lows. Are we going to take out the lows? That's going to be the question for Ethereum. We do have demand zone down here, of course. Absolutely. We can see we've tested it a few times. Are we going to come down and test it even harder? That's the question. Are we going to test it harder? Or are we putting in, is the bottom end for Ethereum? I don't know. I think there's a good chance that it might be, but I also see a chance for it to come down and take out those lows. What we want to start seeing is some V-shaped recovery action. We want to see stuff that kind of looks choppy, not really choppy, but like healthy price action. You come up, we flag, we come up, we flag, we come up, we flag. Like that's what we want to see. A good example, prime example of this. If I come over here to Litecoin, prime example. Let's go down to the 1 hour. Whoa. I did not realize I still had the doodle on. The doodle manoodle. Doodle manoodle. Doodle. Never mind. Alright. So this is exactly what I'm looking for here on pretty much everything across the board. I want to see these moves to the upside, a push down. Well, skipped over a couple. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Bigger consolidation should lead to a bigger move. We've got relatively equal highs over here, which means there's going to be liquidity up in here. So I don't know what this thing is doing, but that's all right. What? Okay. Summertime. Sadness? Wow. Yeah, fun thing about jumping out the window, you got to climb the stairs again. There's our next few months. Heh. Yeah, but the thing is, it's going to be a nice, steady climb, I think. And I think now would be an excellent time to DCA. Not financial advice, but this might be your last chance to DCA before we put in highs. And I'm not being hyperbolic. I don't think I'm jumping in front of the train, getting ahead of myself or anything like that. This is something we've been talking about on the show for over a month now. So we got to have conviction. You got to have the conviction. You got to stick to it. You got to stick with your plan. We've already been saying that Bitcoin was in its final distribution phases, most likely. Yeah, we could have been in reaccumulation that might send us higher than expected, but that's good because that gives our altcoins more room to run, which I think are about to take over the dominance and take over the market. We'll see. Anything can happen. Bitcoin can go even lower. But as of now, everything is still playing out properly and as expected and as intended. Intended? Of course. So, trying to think what I was gonna look at on Bitcoin. So yeah, come down to the golden pocket. Excellent. Tap the midpoint of the monthly fair value gap. Yep, that's right. We absolutely nailed it. Don't know why we're still drawing. Absolutely nailed it. Let's go down to the daily. That's what this green box is. Came down to it. Came up a little short of it. Maybe Bitcoin has a little more to go. I mean, we still do have a daily fair value gap between 70, what's this high? 70,557 and 74,464. By design, written into the stars, David. Yes, exactly. It was as intended, written into the stars. And Bitcoin is seeing more downside. If it continues to see more downside and alts continue to hold, that's just going to make me even more bullish on alts. Do you guys have any altcoin requests? If you do, please throw them in the chat. Now is your chance. And as we wait for this intermission, check out Blowfin, an exchange that we use here on the Piper Academy. Check out NordVPN, 74% off, 15 months. Pretty good local barbecue place here. Check it out if you're ever in town. Check them all out. Crypto gains, what's going on? Link if you can. All right. I'm going to need some help keeping up with these. Make me win some, lose some. Okay. Oh, Mike. We win some. We lose some. You win some. You win some. You lose some. But you live. You live to fight another day. Name that movie. Love to move to Tennessee soon. It's pretty. It's a pretty place, especially over there on the East Coast. R.S. Miller, what? Are you messing with me, bro? When are they gonna port Wind Waker? I don't even know what that is, bro. I'm sorry. I let you down. Well, that didn't work. I'm a Titans fan. We definitely lose some. Yeah. But Tigers won tonight. Number 18 beat Rice barely. Link, he come to town, come to save the Princess Zelda. All right, so that is what I was wanting to bring up. I remember now. Okay, so our fear and greed, guys, is sitting at a 10. 10. If you didn't see it in the title, it is literally the lowest that the crypto fear and greed has been since, are we going to get there? We're going to get there. Or are you going to continue spazzing out? 3-day. It's going to help. There's a bunch of tokens to go over, but they joined. Yes. So, the lowest that our fear and greed has been since June of 2022. June of 2022. Right here. This is where our fear and greed is right now. You don't want a DCA into that? I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. R.S. Miller with the $20 super chat. Keep up the great work. Thank you, fam. I appreciate you. Mad love, R.S. Miller. You're awesome, man. I hope you're feeling better too, man. Yep. Thank you, man. That's awesome. I appreciate you. That was the gas money. What does that mean? What does what mean? What? Wick, what about me? I don't know what. Anyways, you guys are distracting me too dang much. All right, so fear and greed hasn't been this low since the bear market of 2022. What that means, Philip HB, thank you for joining. I appreciate you, Philip. What that means is that we are either at the bottom or probably very close to it. Perhaps we could see another dipsy-do before we get the big move to the upside. But, I mean, just look at the sentiment. Just absolutely cratering. The fear and greed is the lowest it has been in 2.5 years. That usually is pretty close to marking the bottom. I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm not always bullish. In fact, I've been bearish. I've been thinking for the past month, a little over a month, that we were in a sort of distribution, a Wyckoff distribution. Okay? I thought that we would get to move the third push higher. So you get 1, come down, 2, come down, and then 3, and then roll over, and then go. But instead, and I say and then go, but that was iffy. Actually, we were actually looking for a move like this, and then the rollover, and then a retrace, and then continued rollover. That's what we were thinking that could happen. Digging more into the chart after a couple of weeks, I started saying, you know what, guys? I would actually be more bullish if we broke this low first. Go back and watch the tape. Said I'd be more bullish if we broke this low first before we moved to the upside. And that's what we did. And it's happening right as sentiment is in the gutter. Altcoins were at their lows. A lot of bear market lows. Bitcoin pairs are holding their lows, by the way. Their altcoin pairs, that is. Altcoin to Bitcoin, holding their lows. That weekly MACD cross really played out. Yeah, it did. Y'all were pointing that out last week, and it did. How low you thinking? For Bitcoin, there's potential for the bottom to be in. If it does go lower, I would just be looking at the 786 as the next stop at $75,894. So if we are to see continued sell-off in Bitcoin, which could be the case, altcoins could still hold up too, which would be even more bullish for the altcoins and Bitcoin. But what we could be seeing is we're seeing the profit take on Bitcoin. profits rotating into altcoins, which is what's holding up their prices. As Bitcoin continues to make new lows, altcoins, a lot of altcoins are holding their lows. I mean, we look at the total too, that's all the altcoins. That's the whole market without Bitcoin. Okay, that's excluding Bitcoin, and it was holding its lows. So altcoins are holding their lows, and usually you get some kind of rotation in the market where you go from Bitcoin to your bigger altcoins, like everything in the top 10 essentially. Then you go from that to smaller caps, laggards, and then typically meme coins are the ones that end the cycle. They go on their parabolic runs. They're the last things to run, and they go absolutely insane. This might be a moment where not really everything goes at once, but we could be. See, I was thinking that we might be seeing the top in March for Bitcoin, which, I mean, come on. If this plays out, we could be seeing March, maybe getting into April. Okay. That's May. That's all the way in May. It's going to be May. If we get a little 5-wave move to the upside like this, like a parabolic move, I mean, right here, this is end of April, okay? End of April, middle of April. About where the last bull run, around the same time the last bull run in 2021 ended, okay, for Bitcoin, or topped. So I expect a parabolic type of run up. Don't know how high it'll go. Then a big crash, and then a retrace, and then your rollover. And that'll mark the top. And that could be, go figure, or I say the top for altcoins. Everything goes in Bitcoin's retrace, and then everything rolls over at the same time. Bull market over. Maybe, or maybe it holds up. Maybe we hold the high and it tries to go for more. That's the ultra bull scenario. Don't know about that one. We'll have to wait till we get there. But right now, I would say it's probably a sell in May and walk away type of deal. Get us our little Batman logo in here, right? And that'll be the end of it. It'll be over. Poyo. I see Poyo. Cluck, cluck. What is going on? Crypto Poyo. Jeez. You're what? Dang, I love water. Y'all ever get so thirsty you unhinge your jaw like a snake and take deep draughts? I don't even know. Is that a word? I don't know. I honestly don't. Draughts. Peck that like for our late night TA from Lunar. What's going on? Crypto Pollo. Cluck, cluck. Hope you're doing well, my friend. There's so much in play in the next 2 days that could tip this market either way. Barring some kind of, I eat barbecue all the time, Kelly. I am in the barbecue capital of the U.S. I don't care what Kansas City or Dallas have to say, or South Carolina or North Carolina have to say about it. Memphis, Tennessee has the best barbecue. Okay. The market can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. honestly, the most bullish thing that could happen is probably more chop. Because that would just mean that people are probably DCAing and doing and just starting to, I say people, institutions are buying up altcoins, Bitcoin, but in waves. We'll see. Like I said, we could see this come down lower on Bitcoin. I would look for that 786 to be the next stop. If we lose 81, yeah, 81,684. We lose 81,684, then I could see us going down to the 786. We also have at the 786. Let's lock your fibs. Let's move this over here. Let's get rid of the crypto fear and greed. Don't forget to check out Chart Prime, guys. Barbecue sounds so good. Liquidity and stop loss near buy enough. I'm not sure what you're asking. Memphis got the prettiest bridesmaids though, for real. What? LBC, what requirements or moves needed to take the BTC low? What requirements? I don't understand the question. What requirements or moves needed to take the BTC low? Let's go down to smaller time frames. Check out Chart Prime, link in the description down below. Get 45% off your first month. What would be needed to take out the low? I mean, just more sellers than buyers? I'm not. Let's see. Bring up Trader's Reality. We got the 50 EMA sitting above us. 50 hourly EMA sitting above us. Let's go to the daily. See what our EMAs look like on the daily. So we lost the 200. Got to close below the 200 daily EMA. Last time that happened was over here in August. Finally left the 200 in September. Has there ever been a time when we've closed below the 200 EMA and went bullish? Like super mega bull? Let's see. We got to close below the 200 EMA here. Nice big push up there. So not exactly. Look at this one. There's a close below the 200 EMA and then a huge push up. Our 200 is still above our 800 too, so that's good. Our 800 is sitting down here at about 59,000. So let's try. They don't always come down to the next EMA. I don't expect it to be honest. I mean, I guess we'll see. But this is the candle that I'm definitely keeping an eye on. Definitely keep an eye on this candle right here. Now, we do have this 786, but if we lose this 786, then I would see, then the next thing is just a platinum pocket at the 886 at $71,637. It's right in the middle of this vector candle. It's a high volume candle. It's also got a fair value gap on the inside of it here. Let me just go ahead and turn that off and move this down here. Oh, what were my altcoins? What am I doing on the altcoins? And there's our fair value gap. All coins. .LTC, XLM, STX. Oh my goodness, did you give me your whole portfolio, RS Miller? What can you say about Picoin? Comfort content, what's going on? I can say that I've been mining it for 3-4 years. That's what I can say about it. Don't really, I don't know. That's about it though. I don't know anything, don't know too much about it. I know that they launched their main net. I saw that. Other than that, I don't really know too much about it. I just had a friend send it to me one day and it's like, hey, you can mine crypto from your phone. And I was like, this seems dumb, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway and see what happens. So, hey. And I'm just waiting to see if I can ever sell it. That's all I care about. RS Miller, we're going to have to cut that list down, buddy. That's too much. That's too much, man. Tesla under 300. Not very shocked. Not very shocked. Have you seen Elon's approval ratings these days? Not good. They're not good. I think Elon's approval ratings fell below like 30, under, maybe even lower. Tesla dumped. Is it because Elon didn't send his email? Ooh, dang. He should have sent his email. I can't believe it. I mean, he's not a government employee, so I guess it doesn't matter. Let's see. Fear and greed. I'm trying to find. Where did we do our altcoins? What were our altcoins? Oh wait. Okay. Whoa. Act right. Thank you. My goodness. Good evening. XRP chart. Looks interesting. I remember Link. Hot AF. Yeah, this is a nice one today. Very nice. Very nice. How much? I can't remember any of these. Virtually bullish. XRP 1234. Link. I did see Link. All 10 of RS Miller's. Come on. God, this chat's being so stupid. All right, what are you talking about? It's at like 85K right now. What do you mean, what am I talking about? Who are you talking to? I would not mess with alt till BTC sweeps at least 76K. That's up to you. Elon isn't Steve Jobs. That's his problem. Link, the only altcoin that matters. Okay, well, until I'll take a look at Link. All right. If I were a betting man, I'd say it's about 50-50 on whether or not it goes lower. So, Bitcoin, that is. Alts, I'm good on alts, bro. I'm good on alts. Yeah. I mean, maybe they can go lower, but I mean, I guess they could go. I mean, let's look at our Market Oracle Plus. Get a nice quick gander here. Link is sitting here at the weekly quantum reactor and dynamic reactor. Both of them right there. It came all the way down and tapped the dynamic reactor on the weekly chart. Money flow is kind of flat. Push down a little bit on the weekly chart. We want to see that push up. Let's go to the 3-day. If you do weekly, it's not. What are you talking about? How is this scary? How is this scary, Poyo? How is this scary? It's a simple pullback, my guy. Low to high, down to the 786, right there at the dynamic and quantum reactors. This is when you buy. Sentiment is in the gutter. It's at a 10. We do this all the time, people. All the time. All the time. When it seems like it's the worst time to buy and you feel like an idiot for buying, it's typically the best time to buy. Every time. Sorry. And when it seems like it's the best time to buy, it's typically the worst time to buy. Because the masses get it wrong. 85K is late to enter entry on long. That's where I'm coming from. 85K is late to enter on a long? I don't understand what that means. It depends. All of this, guys, is relative to your time frame. I'm looking at this for the next 2 to 3 months. For altcoins, Bitcoin for like the next month. I think we'll have a bullish month. It typically is bullish in March. We could be finished. We might continue to sell off at least Bitcoin and a lot of altcoins too. We could see more sell off. Absolutely, for the rest of the week. Bitcoin, ready for it to move to the upside. Come on, man. We buy high and sell low. Everyone knows that. Shout out to you, Crypto Focus. Thank you for being here. There goes my light again, guys. Did that scare you? Every time. Not every time, but all the time. Hold on. I don't know what I did with the screwdriver. I had a screwdriver. Did someone takes it? I like the monthly outlook LBC, not checking me, just regretting not in the price action. RMT, no, don't worry. I'll be your exit liquidity. That's fine. Maybe I should stop beating on the desk. But I just get so frustrated. Lots of alts have BTC liquidity, so when Daddy BTC goes down, so do alts. Yes, but what are we seeing right now, Poyo? You came in late. All right, let me just go over it. BTC pairs. Look at this. Look. Litecoin coming off the triangle, push up, holding the triangle or the wedge, ready to go. What are we waiting for? BTC pairs. Let's look at strong alts. BNB versus BTC. Holding lows. Not putting in new lows, holding lows. This is a weekly chart. Holding lows. Putting in higher lows, higher highs, almost. If we come up here, that looks great. Holding lows. Looking good. Got a nice push up. Broke above this consolidation range here. That looks good. Pull back to that consolidation range. And then start to continue to shift to the upside. Like I said, it's a wait and see type of thing. But it's looking good. What's another one? Let's see. It's got to be strong alts. I'm not talking about these dead things, okay? CRV holding the lows. Didn't even break a new low. Could be getting ready to push to the upside. Are getting a sell signal here. It's on the daily chart though. We'll see how this one plays out. This one could go lower, but we do have a bullish divergence. Money flow is maybe bottoming out, and we can see if CRV will push to the upside. We can see which one of these, H bar. Let's take a look at H bar. Holding our lows. That's good. Bearishly backtesting the quantum reactor, but we are above the dynamic reactor, and our quantum reactor is set at gray, which means neutral. So we could just turn that back to the upside, which I kind of expect it to do. But the point is holding the lows. Holding the lows. All the altcoins, not all the altcoins, but a lot of the altcoins held their lows against BTC, held their lows on their dominances, and are looking as Bitcoin dominance. That's another thing. Altcoins holding their dominance lows. Altcoins holding their BTC lows. Bitcoin putting in new lows, and Bitcoin dominance falling with more room to go to the downside. Way more room to the downside than it has to go to the upside. We are right back to the consolidation range that we were at before last cycle's altcoin rally. I tend to go against the grain most of the time, which is why a lot of people are going to fight me on this until it plays out. And that's okay. That's okay. BTC is playing catch up. That's the thing. We can see that it's getting to that ending phase, especially with the fear and greed hitting a 10, the lowest it's been since June of 2022. Almost the bottom of the bear market. We still had the FTX collapse to go, but we've had $3 billion wiped out in the last week and a half. Wick leaving my secrets. I single-handedly keep many chains alive. Yes, he does. He's done that 3 times now in the past 4 years. Lunar, do you think OG alts will do all-time highs like ADA, DOT, HBAR, or Gala? I'm going to be honest, man. HBAR might be the only one out of those that does set a new high. I said sometime last year that I think most alts from last cycle that set new highs last cycle, I think those alts will only do retraces. But I mean, anything can happen. But we'll see. What's something that was here last cycle that doesn't include Ethereum? I think Ethereum sets a new high. I think Litecoin is going to set a new high. But last cycle, I think it just double topped from the 2017 high. If it'll load here, that would be great. I'm going to keep going here, guys, since I did miss last night. So, yeah, see, we got a double top here. I mean, it actually didn't even hit the top. Came very close, but didn't quite get there. So, Litecoin double topped and then rolled over. And I think there's a good chance that this thing just freaking rips. Because, I mean, this looks a lot like the XRP chart, too. Anything that's had slow growth like this, I think is going to rip. Slow growth and that's another thing, did not set a new all-time high last cycle. Litecoin is one of those that did. XRP is one of those that didn't. And XRP has also had that slow move grind to the upside and then a pop. I'm expecting the same thing for... Why is this whole chart not loading? Algo? Potentially. Hello? Does my trading view want to work? Hello? Come on, trading view. It's not going to be on Bybit. Bitstamp. Let's do Bitstamp. Bitstamp. All right. So yeah, same thing. Came up short of the 2017 high and has broken out of that consolidation range. So I'm very bullish on XRP, and I do think it's going to continue to put in new highs. How high it goes will be the 8 to 11 to $13 question. 8 to $13 question. But pure TA, RMT algo easy, but pure TA on the weekly. TA on most alts look like a downtrend. Honestly, hope I'm wrong, but the charts are showing lower highs and lower lows. Depends on which chart you're looking at, Poyo. There's a lot of stuff that I think is probably already topped. But yeah, it depends on which chart you're looking at. XRP equals 12.34. Maybe. Maybe. I'd probably get out before then. Like, mostly out before then. Mostly out before $10. If not all the way out at $10. If it gets to $10, I would probably sell it all. Not financial advice. That's just me. Let's go to the mad list. This might help. All right, Solana. It's one of those. I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. It set a new high already, so that does count. Let's come down to the range lows, and it's just, can it hold and get another push to the upside? I mean, technically, to me, just looking at it, I don't ever chart Solana, so forgive me. But this list looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, technically, no, 3's got to cross. 3's got to cross the old high. So technically, we should see another push on Solana. So I could see Solana putting in a new high, even though it's already put in a new high, but I could see it going even higher. Let's see. Y'all said algo. Let's take a look at algo. USD. XRP is an outlier, but look at ADA. ADA's one that I have not been bullish on for a while. I don't think it's gonna set a new high. Yep, I said it. Yep, I said it because it went ballistic last bull run, but who knows? I could be wrong. Trump could come out tomorrow and be like, Cardano, I love it. I love the Cardano. Charles, he's a great guy. Oh, Chuck. They call him Chuck E. Cheese, and I'm just like, ah. Look at this. Pull back down to the 786. At the very least, and that's why I think, okay, this one will get a retrace. This is Algorand, by the way. 2019. Algorand? Hmm. Some say it's the best chain. It's the best chain. Best blockchain. Many people are saying. Many people are saying. Oh my God. What a beautiful chain. That's the most beautiful blockchain. Never seen a blockchain quite like this. But look at the trend. Lower highs, lower lows. Brother, I don't know what you're seeing because this is what I see. I see a high, a low, and then a high, and then a low, and then, like, that's what I see. I don't know what you're seeing. Oh, I see what you're seeing. So this is algo. Low, high, lower, low. But then you get high, low, higher, high. Okay? That's bullish. Should be anyway. And then you get, and this is off of a huge push. Then you get the 786 pullback. And then you rip to the upside. But what I've been saying for most altcoins is I do think that they'll get up to at least their 50% retracement from their 2021 all-time high. And I would be out, mostly out of my altcoins if I've been holding them since 2021 and they get into profit and they get retraced to their 50% retracement from their old all-time high. And they did put in a new low. Then I would probably heavily consider selling that back at that price. I don't know if I would risk hoping that it goes higher. That's just me. These things can take a life of their own and freaking rip. But there's so many coins in this market. I don't know, man. It's kind of hard. Lunar, start from the beginning. Yeah. That's what I did. I saw it. I saw it before you pointed it out. But yeah, I mean, truth be told, this is difficult because this is such a new that we don't have a whole lot of history on this. I mean, 5 years is not a lot of history. Let's go to ADA. Yeah. I don't know about ADA, man. Don't know about ADA. Getting back up to the $1.70. Maybe $2. We'll see. I don't know, man. I do not like ADA's chart. It's ugly. See, I would have to do like that's the thing. Like I'd have to do a deep dive into these. Like I'd have to try and find patterns and see if anything like this has ever played out before and how it played out. Anything like this move, I want to try and find a move that's like this, and I want to see how it played out so I can kind of maybe get an idea of where it could potentially go. But in my opinion, bear market lows, everything bottomed at the same time, popped up, pulled back, put in a higher low, pushed up, higher high. That is a new trend. That is a bullish trend. And until that changes, meaning take out this low here at 27 cents, it's still in a bullish trend. So yeah, I mean, and this is a weekly chart too, so you got to keep your time frames in mind. But I could definitely see this just being a megaphone pattern. Potentially, these typically do break down to the downside. Maybe it has one more push to the upside and then it goes lower. I mean, what do you think the double click is for, stupid? Hate this thing. Hate it. I hate it. And then you come down lower. All right, so let's look at our fixed range volume profile. Let's look at this move to the upside. Look at that. So we rejected off the value area high, and we have the point of control down here. So I have not liked this chart for a while, man. Sorry, Cardano. Sorry, Cardano, Ada gang. Polygon killed itself. Suicided itself. Tron created a new all-time high. Ugh. I don't trust this one, man. I don't know. But what I want to look at, what you really want to look at is your Bitcoin pairs. So what is ADA doing versus Bitcoin? Okay, so ADA held its Bitcoin lows. So that's good. It swept this low. All right, swept this low. It got a bounce. Broke above the downtrend. I mean, we got more highs here. So broke above the downtrend. Nailed that freaking. If we would have went by all of these highs instead of these two highs, just smack right back down to this box. If it can hold those lows, that's good. And we can take a look at ADA's dominance. ADA.D. Market cap dominance. What do I see? I see potential head and shoulders. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but again, I don't know that it maybe comes up here and takes out these two these two equal highs. But if we go back to the price chart, if we can, maybe anytime now. Thank you. The fractal from 2019 and 2020 matches almost perfectly. But yeah, that would be these two equal highs up here, and we have that 50% retracement right above it, and also that the golden pocket. So look at your BTC pairs, look at your dominance, even including your altcoin, like your ADA dominance, your XRP dominance, your Litecoin dominance. If they're all at a bottom out level, which a lot of these are, which is why the altcoin market itself is holding up better than Bitcoin is right now, and Bitcoin is losing dominance. It's getting a little bit of dominance back at the moment, a tad. But let's go to the altcoin market. I mean, it's holding its lows. It's putting in higher highs and higher lows. I mean, I don't see anything wrong here. It's looking good. Total 3. I mean, until we start breaking significant lows, I mean, this is still looking pretty good to me. And the idea is for Bitcoin to put in another high, or to go on its final rally. And what are altcoins typically going to do? They're going to follow Bitcoin. I think a lot of the altcoin market will peak right here in that last wave. Well, obviously this is not Bitcoin, but on Bitcoin's last push to the upside, I think a lot of the altcoin market will peak. Then we'll get the dip. And then we'll have the final retracement rally for Bitcoin, for a lot of the altcoins. and then memes and laggards will hit all-time highs, their all-time highs, and then it'll be over. So I think top done in March. And then I think that top, what are your front runner coins? Definitely XRP. I'm really liking Litecoin. I don't know why. That chart looks good to me, man. I think stuff that will do well will be more real world asset focused. Something like let's see. I like CRV. I like CRV Curve. Some crazy number, like 40 something percent of their tokens are locked up for the next 3 years. Curve DAO. Pretty crazy stuff. Man, the XRP BTC and LTC BTC. Wick 589 knows. Shout out to the blockchain backer. Go watch the blockchain backer, man. Guy puts together great material, and I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of traders dismiss him, probably because he's more of a macro guy. But the guy is pretty dang good when it comes to spotting bottoms and tops. I'll tell you that much. Pretty darn good. I've only seen him get big macro pictures wrong a few times. He's generally good. I get a lot of my thinking process from watching his stuff when I first got into crypto. I watched a lot of blockchain backer, and he's the reason why I think he's a big reason for why I think the way that I do when it comes to sentiment and narratives and what marks bottoms and tops, which is usually extreme sentiment in one direction or the other. And there's usually a narrative that goes along with it. And the narrative typically comes after you've already done the dumpage or the toppage. What guy? Blockchain backer. Check him out. Amazing stuff. Lunar, shiny new thinks, my friend. Ondo, I completely agree with you on that statement. RWAs will be the money makers. I do think so. And the reason is because I think that's where the institutional money wants to go. Sorry, I'm extremely thirsty, and that water is absolutely delicious. Need the Jeopardy song. What are your front runner coins? Oh yeah, still also see altcoin season kicking in. Yeah, I mean the truth is, Kelly, is I don't really have any front runner coins because I just think that I don't really like to try and predict if something's going to 10x or not. I don't know. It's I'm more of a day by day. Let's see what the chart looks like now. I mean, we try to project, of course. You want to forecast, and you want a bearish scenario, a bull scenario, and a sideways scenario. And I just think right now, for over the next few months, we'll see some bullish price action for whatever reason. The powers that be will attach whatever narrative they want to it. The only reason you should pay attention to narratives is to say, okay, they're super bullish right now, and we're the market's in extreme greed. Freaking Trump said buy Bitcoin or something. I don't know. Something crazy happened. Elon Musk goes on SNL. Right? Top of the market. Big narrative. Euphoria. Coinbase IPO, SNL, Tesla buys Bitcoin. I mean, whatever it was, all that stuff was when Bitcoin was in its distribution top. All coins were running though. FTX collapse. We're never coming back from that. It's gonna be, this is the end of crypto. Every single time, that's the bottom. I'm just saying. You can't play into the narratives, but you do have to pay attention to the narratives and tie it into your analysis. But I'm a little more cynical in the way that I view narratives. Border Collie breath. Yeah, okay. That was my first Border Collie's nickname. BCB. Bitcoin getting a little breakout. ISO tokens have a better chance. Algo, HBAR, XRP. All of those, Algo, well, I don't know about Algo, but HBAR and XRP, maybe not so much XRP. I mean, XRP can tokenize assets, so real world assets, I don't know. I know HBAR is part of that, real world assets, so I like that one. Algo is just, I didn't like all the, did they get any developers back? I thought like all the developers left the Algo chain. I could be wrong, but I thought a lot of them did. Maybe they've come back. I don't know. BTC is daddy. Wait till we sweep the CME gap. Always, you'll be waiting until we're at all-time highs. What are we waiting for? My stance on OG RWAs is actually very bullish as long as they actually have good and real world use cases, agreeing that coins like Proppy. Yeah, I love Proppy. Proppy's a good one. Lunar, now the ISO 20022 coins. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. XLM maybe might be one, although it did set an all-time high last cycle. So did Ethereum Classic, so I don't know about that one. Now there's also stuff that might be dead, like Bitcoin Cash. EOS is definitely dead. I mean, but the truth is, I see 3 to 5 X's out of almost everything from their current prices right now. I see 3 to 5 X's in pretty much everything. Everything, I should rephrase. Everything that's not a meme coin, I see 3 to 5 X's in. I say that because there's a wide, like 99% of meme coins that are just never going to recover ever again. Know that. Now your PayPays, your bonks, your whiffs, maybe even SHIB, Doge, these will see probably 3 to 5 X's. My opinion, not financial advice. We'll see. Not financial advice. We'll see. I like GRT. I did like GRT last cycle. Let's take a look at GRT actually. I actually really liked GRT. That is the graph. I remembered this. I think GRT might have been. So you know how Coinbase. Look. What's this remind you of? Anybody? Quick. What's this remind you of? I said I wanted to try and find one. What does it remind you of? GRT was like the first coin that I ever did one of those Coinbase quizzes for. That's how old I am. Lunar BCH is on every major exchange. It ain't dead compared it to ETH or other alts. GRT is an OG AI coin. Yep. I like GRT. Also, this one broke down. GRT broke down, man. Yeah, man, that H&S looked terrible. I don't like Head and Shoulders or inverse Head and Shoulders that are at an angle. I just don't. They don't tend to play out as much, as often, if at all, as much. Typically, your Head and Shoulders, both inverse and the stronger inverse Head and Shoulders and standard Head and Shoulders are going to be ones that look like this. They have a flat top neckline. That's the word I was looking for. And they have, typically on your bearish ones, you'll put in a high, you'll come down, you'll put in the low, you'll come up, you'll put in a new high, you'll come down, you'll tap the low, and then you'll come up, but typically you'll come up short of the left shoulder. That's when it is more bearish. You come up short of taking out that left shoulder. Same for the other side, inverse Head and Shoulders. Typically, if it's going to be super bullish, it's not going to take out the left shoulder. It's going to come up short and then push higher. Now, can this technically, since we see this one, like I was just saying, this one took out the left side here. Now, why would this be not as bearish? For me, looking at that, if I'm looking at price, this is a good way to put it. So let's say this is the way, this is how price works, right? So we have, let's just draw a line and let's do, I like visuals. So if you like visuals, hit that one, I don't know, hit that one button. We'll draw out visuals on here, and it'll take us forever if we do it this way. So let's just do a doodle, all right? Bang, 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 bang. Okay. Let's just say we've got 1 through 10, okay? 1 through 10, okay? This is $1 to $10, okay? Price, and this is why I really want to see a chart on a scale that's like this. So maybe I'll have to like tilt my monitor, because I want to look at price from the standpoint. Actually, I did this wrong. Yeah. Because I want to see price moving up. So let's just say price is sideways. And so it would look like this, okay? This is what price looks like when it's moving up, okay? So just think of price sideways like this. And what's going on is you're going from, okay, I'm going from $1 to $3. Well, let's just say $2 to $3. $2 to $3 to $1, put in a new low, to $5, back to $2, back to or up to $4. So you've got a give and a take in the market, a push and a pull. You've got buyers and sellers on each side of the market going back and forth. If I am pushing higher, coming down lower, and then pushing higher and then coming down lower, it doesn't matter what happens on the inside here. If I am filling up all of my buy orders as price is coming to the downside, it's going to level off and it's going to continue to push higher. Supply and demand, basic supply and demand. I know it is probably a terrible, terrible thing to even try and explain in the weirdest way possible. But I just, it's just buyers and sellers on each side of a market. Buyers and sellers. I mean, we could do a. Why won't you, like, as soon as I click draw, you should start to draw. Thank you. Buyers and sellers. I mean, it's the same as a delta candle, essentially. Or the delta of a candle. So, the delta of a candle, so we'll say that 8, and we'll say 2. So let's say we have 8 orders here, 2 orders here. These are 8 buy orders, 2 sell orders. That would mean that we are plus 6 buys. Okay? That is more bullish than bearish within this candle. This is actually the wick up here. But what if this candle, the inside of this candle, actually has what if it's actually 2 buyers and 8 sellers within that candle? So even though price went to the upside, there was still more sellers than buyers. So that means we're probably getting close to a reversal. So that's the delta within. So how does price go up if there's more sellers than buyers? Well, it just depends on where the buyers are buying and the sellers are selling. If there's too many sellers, though, as you're moving to the upside and you're starting to get more and more sellers than buyers, eventually you're going to bring the market down. Same thing for the way on the market. For the market, if it's on its way up. That's why when you see the empty volume within candles, or like on a fixed range volume profile, you tend to shoot through where there is no volume and you go down to where there is volume, because that's where demand is. That's where supply is, depending on if you're coming up, coming down, coming up. The volume is where the trading activity is happening, but you also have the areas that need to get filled, that need to be tested, because we don't know how the market reacts for this asset at this price. So we need to come up to that area, fill that void with volume, and see which side of the market breaks. Is it going to be the buyers or the sellers? How does the market value this asset? Now, crypto is a little different because most people in here aren't here for valuation of crypto assets. They're just not. They're here to try and make a buck and get in and out or whatever. I mean, I don't even know. Most people aren't here to build something. They're not here for the tech. They're not here for anything other than making fiat money, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of crypto. But I don't know. I'm a whole half hour over. You guys haven't been talking at all. Did you die? Did my stream die? Oh no, we're still good. Okay. But yeah, so I don't know where to go from here. We're 30 minutes over, so but market structure, it's still in a range. What is holding the POC? Yep, we're holding the POC here for the graph. I have not drawn on this chart since October of last year, because that's where my fixed range volume profile is locked at. So let's pull this all the way over now, see how we're doing. Okay, so we've lost the point of control, but if we can get back above it by the end of the week, it'll be a-okay, I think. MKR, no, you are alive. We are listening. Okay, cool. I'm catching trade intuition at the same time. Oh, okay, watching. Gotcha. I didn't even know he was on. He didn't come in the chat tonight, so did he? I don't remember seeing him. I feel you, but it broke its upward trend and it closed a weekly candle under the trend. Which one? This one? The graph? It doesn't. It didn't close under the trend, not on the weekly. It closed a weekly candle under the trend. Oh, I see what you're saying, under this trend. Oh, well, I don't care about trend lines, to be perfectly honest with you. That was the point of me doing the whole left, right thing, because how do I? The market, it's like shelves. It's ranges. Oh, I think Trade Intuition has gone over stuff like this. So you come to a certain level and you range, and then you break up, and then you range, and then maybe you break down and you range, and then you break up and you range. Because what's happening is, if we're just looking at it from buyers and sellers, you've got a buyer over here. You got your buyers over here on one side. You got your sellers over here on the other side. Sellers like, hey, I've got these hot dogs. I shouldn't try to draw a hot dog. I don't know what this is. I'm crying. I got these hot dogs, right? I got these hot dogs, and this buyer is like, how much you want for them hot dogs? And he's like, I want $5. $5 for these hot dogs. And the buyer's like, man, you cray. I don't want no $5 hot dog. I'll pay you $1. And he's like, get out of here, man. I ain't selling you no hot dog for $1. What is this? Great value? What is this? Walmart? Costco? Get out of here. What am I giving away free samples? Get out of here. And the buyer's like, good luck. Good luck selling $5 hot dogs. And then there's some other guy that comes up over here and he's like, oh, wow. $5 hot dogs? Oh, that must be a good hot dog. Let me go ahead and buy that hot dog. And now this hot dog is worth $5 because this buyer made it worth $5. And then somebody else comes out. He's telling his buddy, hey, man, I just had this hot dog. It's actually really freaking good. It was $5, but you know what? It's the best $5 I ever spent on a hot dog before. So another buddy comes in, and he's like, all right, I'll pay $5 for a hot dog. And this guy's just over here cheesing, right? The seller's just over here cheesing. No, I ain't. He's like, man, I can't believe these people are buying my hot dogs for $5. But then it turns out these guys are stupid. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't care. They just wanted, they were just part of the trend. They go tell their friends, everybody's buying these $5 hot dogs. Meanwhile, this guy's been doing some research into this guy's business, and he found out that these hot dogs are I don't know, grade E beef or something. Grade F beef. And he's like, wait a minute, these hot dogs are garbage. And then he goes and tells his friend, or tells these people, or tells the world, hey, these hot dogs are garbage. And these guys are like, well, I can't give my hot dog back. Hot dog was a terrible example. Because you can't give the hot dog back. You can't sell it back. this is a terrible example anyway, because you're not going back and forth for a hot dog. So what's really happened is you got this seller, right? And you've got all these buyers. I'm just going to keep on spaghettiing in here. See, this is how my brain works, okay? When I'm trying to explain something that I've never tried to explain before, and eventually I'm like, that's where I was going with this thing. I might be getting a little delirious because it's well past my bedtime, but yeah, there's always a most likely. Yep, Costco, best dogs in the biz. No, you actually have the seller up here. I'm getting so tired of my doodler not working. Seller. Okay. He's got all the hot dogs. Okay. He's got all the hot dogs. And the buyers are the ones that are deciding price. If they don't want to pay $5, if he can't sell his hot dogs for $5, he has to do what? He has to lower the price. First, he tries out $4. Maybe he starts to pick up a little more business, little more buyers. We had 3 buyers for the $5 hot dogs. Now we have times 3 that. We have 9 buyers for the $5 hot dogs. For the $4 hot dogs. We can't stay in business making that little bit of money. Eventually, man, my hot dogs are going to go stale, right? Think of sentiment. Sentiment goes stale on the market. I'm going to have to go even cheaper. And this is how things work. This is how most assets work, especially when it comes like stocks and companies, things that have like that are easier to evaluate, to figure out their valuation, because they have a product and you can see if the product works. You can see if it you see if the product works, see if it lasts, if it's a durable product, whatever it is. You pay more money for that product. But if it's not that great of a product, it's just a hot dog on a street corner, eventually your price is going to be too high. And you've got to come down. And Bitcoin price is a little too high. Sitting at 100K for a little while. Ranging there for a little while. It's too high. We've got to bring it down. It's got to come down. It's too high. We don't have enough buyers over 100K Bitcoin. Okay? We're at 85K. We dropped as low as 82K. Are we getting a pump? We're up about a 1.79% right now. I say a pump, but... And don't forget, we did come down to the golden pocket, which gave us our measured move. Our measured move played out. We want to get above this low over here. 85.8. What's the whole point of all that anyway? Just to try to explain the buy side and sell side of the market. Try and help you better understand it. I know I might not have done a great job of that, and I apologize. Should have used eggs. Oh yeah, great job. Supply and demand. Yeah, it's just simple supply and demand, but a lot of people still don't really understand how supply and demand functions or how it works. So I feel like you still have to explain it a little bit, but that's most of the market. You get too much of a supply of something with not enough demand, it drops in value. That's how it goes. So that's why the printing of the dollar is what ultimately creates inflation. You might get a little bit of inflation just, when it comes to like sector inflation, maybe a supply chain broke down or something. Whatever it is, you'll get a blip of inflation in that sector that supply chain affects. But when you inflate how many dollars there are in a market, you will initially get an economic boost because people got money, and so they're putting it into things. But then eventually, there's no more money. The value of the dollar goes up, prices go up. No, value of the dollar goes down, prices go up. Sorry. And there goes, look, I'm just, it's too much. I got to stop the show. All right. I got to stop the show. Good night, R.S. Miller. I got to stop the show. See, people already saying good night. All right. And I've got lack of sleep. I'm a little delirious. Look at the red in my beard. I'm not being able to explain things well. Great questions tonight. I did enjoy it. I do enjoy you guys asking questions. It really helps me move things along and process things. And, well, I mean, it gets me thinking too, you know. So I do enjoy that. I don't have an answer for everything. I'm not going to have an answer for everything. I do my best to try and explain things how I understand them. And but nothing on here is financial advice. I'm not a CPA, as you can tell. If you couldn't tell, I'm just a guy that's been staring at charts for 4 years. Okay, that's essentially it. And yeah, I mean, yeah, this is looking good. If this can come up here and take out these highs, get back above, let's just say, let's get back to 90K. Let's get back above 90K. If it can get back above 90K, I think we are okay. I think the bottom is in. But if we fail, come up, let's say, to that 50 and then start the roll back over, I mean, it is what it is. But what could happen in this push up here, and this is how Bitcoin, oh, wait. Okay. Could this push up here before Bitcoin rolls over? Like, so, and remember, I said we could see another low on ETH because there are equal lows on ETH. But if we go to something like XRP, I think the bottom is probably, well, it could still go, it could probably still come lower. Man, I really wish this was looking a lot stronger. Litecoin looks a lot stronger. That's why I like Litecoin right now. What was my point? Oh yeah, Bitcoin is getting that move up. All right, so let's just say this is Bitcoin. Okay, let's say it gets that move up and then rolls over. Well, what could happen with altcoins, with a lot of altcoins, the strong altcoins, is on this next move down, if the altcoins push higher or have already pushed pretty strong off their lows, they might get that pullback down back to the lows, but they might not set new lows, while Bitcoin does set another new low. If this does happen, Bitcoin does set a new low, but Litecoin holds, and anything that's gotten a nice little push up, if it gets a nice little pushed back, and holds while Bitcoin sets a new low, that's just more proof, more evidence that we are seeing the market shift from Bitcoin to altcoins. Dominance falling, altcoins holding, Bitcoin still putting in new lows. New local lows. That's all sentiment in the gutter. That's all of that is what we've been waiting for to even come close to having an alt season. Thank you guys for joining me. I went on a little bit too long tonight, but that's okay. I just gotta hurry up and say goodbye because Trade Intuition is still on. So I love you guys. I appreciate each and every single last one of you. I did not know Trade Intuition was on tonight, but that's okay. Great guy. Go check him out. But yeah, I guess I'll see you all tomorrow night for FOMO Friday. Yeah, I know it's Thursday, but it's tomorrow night, so we get prepared for the day ahead. And I hope you all will come back by tomorrow for Good Morning Crypto with BC Port Corp. The morning market report, that's at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the morning market report with the Army Piper and the OC guy. At 4, we'll have Trade Intuition. I don't know if we'll have a crypto nightcap. I don't know if that show's done. I don't know. But then I'll be back here. That'll be at 8 if it does exist. And then I'll be back here at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts. Thank you all for being here. I do appreciate each and every single last one of you. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. And I will see you all tomorrow. Mad love. Peace out. Good night. Bye.
Welcome to the night where we light up the spot. We're trading crypto, find out you'll be mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beaches top shop. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no luck. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dark, that shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes where everybody grows. Analyzing trends while the world lays low. Markets after dark were only brilliant shows. Hit that subscribe and join the ride. In the world of finance where fortunes collide. Lunar's path will be your guide. Through the market storm or the market tide. On the charts with Lunar's bright light. Crypto markets soaring through the night. From crypto markets soaring fast. Markets after dark, that shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright light. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see the future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be shown. Let Lunar Beaches guide you.